Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the podcast. Here we have with us a guest. His name is Adakus.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for
he
having
just, me. He just came from all the way from St. John for a show tonight, Saturday. He's having a release party for his EP that it's an hour label. Like you probably just heard it already. If not, I'm gonna fucking touch it somewhere over here. How are you?
Dude, I'm great. Thank you for having me. It's
no,
great to be back in PEI.
I'm back again in like a couple years.
Yeah, it's been it's more than 2 years for sure at this point.
Oh, really?
But I haven't honestly been in PEI tons throughout my life.
Yeah,
but every time I've been here, it's always been a good time.
You said 2022 was the last time?
I think 2023. I'm pretty sure it was 2023. It was when I came here down for Noah's party.
Yeah, no, one of Noah's events. Yeah, like I remember I was there. It was really fun. I just went. I said hi to you, and then because I think we had a show somewhere else, probably in front of
Salt and Salt, maybe.
Yeah, so something like that. But bro, let's start. Who's Adakus?
I'm Atticus. That's my real name.
Oh, it's actually your real name?
It is my real name.
No way.
Yeah, it's I was named after a character in a book.
Okay.
But I've been making music for 10 years now. I've been DJing for 11, and here I am.
And here you are, like another gig, another story.
That's right.
Okay, so how do you got into? What do you got first, into DJing or producing music?
DJing first.
Okay.
I was in like grade 6 or so, and a friend of mine, a classmate, came up to me one day, and we were just talking about music, because I was really into rock growing up, kind of mainly. And he said, like, have you ever, like, do you listen to Skrillex or any, like, dubstep? And I didn't even know what that was. And I was like, no. I heard of Skrillex, though, just through, like, pop culture. Yeah. But I ended up, like, listening to some tracks of his, and it was, like, way different for sure. But I was also thinking, like, how does he perform? Like, what goes on during a Skrillex concert? Because, like, I don't even know what he would do. So I started watching, like, YouTube videos of, and there weren't, like, full set videos online at the time. It was mainly just, like, some dude off to the side, like, filming him with their phone or whatever. And, like, Skrillex, especially back then in, like, 2013, 2012, he was, like, jumping crazy, long hair, had his, like, M Audio trigger finger and Ableton. That's all he was, like, using. And, it was something I had never seen before, and it looked like the most fun I had ever seen also. So I just started, I found out, like, he's a DJ, DJing pretty unconventionally with his MIDI controllers and stuff at the time. But I learned about other DJs. I got more into electronic music because, of course, shortly after that, Martin Garrix's song "Animals" came out, and everybody knew that song. And
what was that? 2012?
It was 2013, I think.
13?
I'm pretty sure, but that sparked my interest even deeper, and I ended up buying a Newmark Mixtrack Pro 2. It was my first controller, and I remember that the day I got it, it was I literally just straight used it for like 6-7 hours, just like standing at the table, just like playing around with it, having fun. I was just like so excited, and that's how DJing started for me. And I did want to make my own music. And so I downloaded, short time after that, I downloaded like a whole bunch of free trials and like free versions of like FL Studio, and I had one of like Reason, download the free version of Ableton, bunch. First one I opened was Ableton, and mainly just because Skrillex used Ableton from all the videos I'd seen and stuff. So I opened Ableton, and I just never ended up opening any of the other ones. I just used it for a straight week. There's tons of tutorials online at the time, and I just stuck with it. And then at a certain point, I just got tired of not being able to save the projects as one would. And
you like whenever you have the free trial, you cannot save a project?
Well, yeah, because what I did was I didn't use a free trial. I downloaded Ableton Live Lite, which is a free version of Ableton. It's super limited. It only has 8 tracks, and it ships with MIDI controllers. So like a Launchpad, for example, at the time at least, came with Ableton Live Lite. The problem was that you wouldn't be able to authorize Ableton without like the serial number of the hardware that you bought it with. And obviously I didn't buy any hardware for it. So I just couldn't authorize Ableton, and therefore I couldn't save any projects or export anything either.
So we're just making music just kind of like
one-off
for fun
sessions.
and then
one-off sessions, but I knew that I would have to say goodbye to all my progress at the end of the situation.
That's a good practice though, no? Just kind of
very frustrating though, because it's like none of it could save or anything. I couldn't work on it beyond that one session. So anyways, yeah, it was like May of 2015 was the day that I spent like every dime to my name at the time on Ableton Standard. And yeah, I just went from there. Being able to actually save projects and export them.
Yeah, bro, like a game changer for you at the
time.
Oh,
it was great. I started my SoundCloud page then. I put all my like terrible sounding songs on my SoundCloud page, and it was just fun. Cause
so when was your first release? 2000?
Oh God, like official release?
First time that you put a track of yours in the internet?
Like not even like just literally a day or two after I got Ableton, had like purchased it, and I just used like some Ableton sounds, and I don't know where the track is probably nowhere at this point, but I just put it on SoundCloud, and what was funny was it was cool, right, to put it on SoundCloud and have like something that I made out, even though it sounded god awful. Right. But I woke up the next morning because I turned downloads on. I woke up the next morning, there was like 2 downloads. I don't know who downloaded it, right? But I was like, oh my God, that's cool. Like people like took my song that I made, and I don't know what they're doing with it, but they're doing something with it. Yeah. It was just cool to see that, because I've never like created something and had people like willingly, I don't know, take it. Like I love art.
Approve it, or just...
Yeah. I love art, but I was never good at it. Like I'm terrible at drawing. I'm terrible at painting.
Yeah, same.
I'm a big admirer of it, but, you know, and even though at the time I was terrible at making music, just having, I don't know, putting it up and seeing that 2 people downloaded it for whatever reason just kind of filled me with more hunger.
Yeah. And now, fast forward, you, like, one of the biggest artists have played your music, right? So it's just...
Yeah, it's nuts.
How does it feel that, like, going for, like, 2 downloads and then years later you have who? Vintage Culture, Nicky Romero, I think?
Yeah, Martin Garrix, too.
That's crazy. Like,
yeah, that was just this year. It's crazy. I mean, it's 2025. 2015 was when I, like, went, you know, fully started making music. Yeah. So that's, like, you know, 10 years later, it's cool to have that, you know, exact 10-year mark. Because, funny enough, too, the song that Martin Garrix played of mine came out in May. Okay. Like, almost exactly 10 years later. Yeah. So that's really cool. 10 years later. But, yeah, man, it feels cool, man. It feels
cool. And then, okay, so going back to... So you ended up going for school to production, right? Or, how was that? Like, how do you ended up deciding, okay, I'm going to go... and sign up for this, and how long did it took you? Or
well, I knew that's what I wanted to do when I was in high school. I didn't really like school growing up. I just wanted to make music, and I don't know, that's kind of all I really did. And honestly, it took me a long time to kind of like, I had a very slow start with music, because I was kind of in the beginning just MIDIing everything.
Well, for you, bro, but like you were already playing festivals at 16 years old. So.
That was my first one. Yeah. It was cool. And at that point when I was 16, I had... I didn't think I had any music out at the time, but I had music ready. Yeah. And that was like the first time where I went to a festival like that, played my own tracks, and saw the crowd treat like not notice that it was like a track of mine, like it blended in. Yeah. And that was the coolest feeling. Yeah. You know, I played a track of mine and it worked. And people didn't stop and look at me and be like, this is weird, this is terrible. So after that, I was like, got away with that, you know what I mean? And that
it's a scary feeling, no? Like having to play like your track for the first time, like it's just kind of like, I don't know, like I like myself, I find it kind of hard because like you want to have the perfect set, and then you're like, I'm scared to put my song there. What if they don't like it? What if it doesn't sound good in the speaker? I don't know. That happens to me.
And it helped that like, you know, it was a crowd full of people. I had a couple of friends that were there, but it was a crowd full of people who had, like, I'm pretty sure, like, didn't hear any of my, or didn't listen to any of my music or whatever, so they wouldn't have known at the time, because I don't even know if those tracks were even on SoundCloud. They might have been, honestly. They probably were. But, yeah, that was cool. But anyways, back to your original question, going to school and stuff, I went to Fanshawe College in London, Ontario. Okay. It's just called Fanshawe now because they offer like university level courses and college courses. But
it was 1 year or 2 year program?
It was 2 years. So it was their music industry arts course, and they teach you sort of everything under the sun. in that 2 years you're there. So you learn audio engineering. You learn a lot of audio engineering there. It's like the sort of like longest class, biggest class, sort of. But also like you learn music production. There was a performance class. We had a social media class too. A music business class, and there was even there was a music theory class and a contracts and entertainment law class.
Nice.
So it was really nice to just kind of get a like
the full picture of like the industry, kind of, you know?
Because you can go to school for like one specific thing, be it audio engineering or just music business, but it was nice to just get a taste of everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, kind of just soak it all in.
What was the most, like, the one class that took more of your attention? Just
audio engineering.
Audio engineering?
I was really into, like, by the time I got there, I wanted my mixes to be better for sure. I was super into mastering, mainly because I didn't fully know what it was when I got to school, but I knew that, like, it made your tracks sound louder, and I wanted to learn how to do it properly. And, of course, producing as well, because I wanted to be an artist while I was there, a DJ. Put my music out and make music that was good. But honestly, everything just helped.
When you were there in that school, any of your classmates or any of your past class, or like past people that were in that class, like were famous or like blew up or something like that, or just kind of like everyone did like different things?
Yeah, like some of them. I'm just narrowing it down in my head. Because there's a lot of people there, and everybody was kind of tightly knit in a way. It was really cool. But one of my friends there, Carly, she actually just had a track come out with It's Murph.
Okay.
She's a brilliant vocalist,
Nice.
really talented. But her, among others, you know, I could honestly list a lot right now.
Yeah, no, I imagine. Like, anyone that goes to a school for that, like, you should be, like, above, like, different. Like,
and that was the coolest part of it, honestly,
levels.
was just being around a whole bunch of like-minded individuals who were also ambitious and, you know, had a vision for themselves and wanted to execute it and learn. Dude, I met some of the coolest people there.
Yeah.
And it was a very people-oriented program. Like, you work with other people as part of a lot of your assignments. You had assignments where, like, there was this one project we had called The Lift, where you had to recreate, you had to choose a track that had commercial success in the past and recreate it as close to the original product as you could. And it couldn't be like an
like for example, let's just say Animals. Grab Animals from Martin Garrix.
Yes and no. You couldn't do an EDM song. You had to pick a song that used instruments.
Okay, let's say Michael Jackson Beat It.
Yeah.
And then try to recreate it, kind of like same, and make it kind of sound as
exactly like, as close to the original product as you can.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah. So that project was cool because you were responsible for the engineering side of it, but you also needed to pick out musicians from the program or whoever to play the parts, because I don't play the guitar or anything like that. And that was cool. It just forced everybody to interact with each other, and you know, it kind of just showed like all the skills that everybody brings to the table, and it was just really fun like that.
Yeah, no, I bet. Like, you probably, like, and especially working with so many people, like, you probably learn so many different skills that other people just had.
100%. You learn from each other, 100%. And yeah, man, can't say enough. Like, it was a great experience, and the people, the profs especially too, the professors there were incredible people.
So, what year do you ended up graduating from
I graduated in April of 2021.
Okay.
And I moved back in the summertime, sort of end of summer, to St. John, and just kept doing the
music. Like, you have a lot of releases, man. Like, and you have a lot of labels that like start putting your music out. Like, how many releases do you have now?
I think between like 50 and 60, like,
that's
out on platforms, which sounds kind of ridiculous, honestly. Like, it's not even been that long, because my first release, I put it out as a self-release in April. It actually came out the day I graduated, April 23rd.
Nice.
And then I had one more track that came out, in I think August of that year, 2021 as well.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, a lot of the time artists were putting out tracks like one a month. especially within that time period.
Yeah.
And people were, I was told by at least a couple people that like it's a good idea to put a track out a month, especially in the EDM scene, to kind of stay relevant in a sense and keep coming with more tunes. And I decided like, you know, I have time now because I moved home, I got a job, but you know, my time wasn't as crunched as it was a lot of the, you know, time when I was in school and stuff. So, and I was hungry, you know, I was ambitious. And I wanted to just make tons of music and I wanted to try. So I set out a goal for myself for in 2022, have one track come out a month. Okay. And I did that, but some months I had like 2 tracks come out. There's one month I had like 3 tracks come out. Nice. So that was, I would kind of surprise myself by being able to do that. Yeah. And I just kind of kept doing that for a couple of years.
Oh, that's great. Like your name, it's like everyone knows your name in the East Coast at least. I don't know, pretty much in
more than that did before for sure. And that was cool. Like, and I ended up doing things I didn't think I'd be able to do because of that. Like I played at Future Force in 2022, and I did a set that was completely my own tracks. And a year before that, I would have thought, not a chance. Am I going to have that many tracks that I will feel comfortable enough to play? But I did, and that felt really good.
Like playing a whole set with your own music, that would be crazy.
It was, it felt really good, honestly. Like, I don't know, just, the entire thing just being your own.
And, okay, so now we went to playing your own tracks, but, like, let's go back to playing your first festival. How was that? Like, it was after school? No, before you started school for production.
Yeah, I was in high school still.
So how was that? How was landing the booking for the festival?
Was exciting.
And,
like it was at Future Forest. Yeah. I found out about Future Forest a year beforehand. My good friend Will, Will, shout out. He played there in 2017, and I only found out about it when he posted that on his Instagram, like his artist tile. And as him and I became closer friends, I was like, you know, what is this? I didn't even know that there were like festivals like this in the East Coast or whatever. Yeah. And he told me about how he went there the year before. It was really cool. So I applied. I also applied to some other ones I learned about, Evolve, which was a festival at the time and stuff. But that next year, I did get accepted to Future Forest, which I was so excited about. It was cool because like I'd never played a festival ever. Yeah. I'd been to a few, and every time I'd been to a festival, it was like the best time of my life. Yeah. So to be able to be a part of it at a festival as a DJ was just like
unreal feeling.
Oh yeah, it was like, unreal.
You feel like your career is kind of like it is advancing. You know, it's like okay, I'm doing the right things to be here.
Yeah, and it was cool. Like I don't think there were like any other 16-year-olds playing there at the time.
That's a crazy.
That filled me with
your parents were there?
My father was there with me. Yeah, because he had to. Because it's 18 plus there, and I had to be accompanied by an adult. So yeah, he came. I was playing on Thursday. I played at like 7 to 8 p.m., which was sick. And I still have like some of the videos that I took on my phone with my Snapchat where I'm like putting my phone up and then go to the audience and I'm just like that. And I look like a baby.
Yeah, that's what, like 8 years ago?
Yeah.
That's
wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, like how time flies. So now, how many times have you played in festivals now? Like it's just like Future Forest and
Future Forest and
what's the name? Electric Pines.
Electric Pines.
Have you done any of the other ones that are here in the East Coast?
I played at Evolve. The last year that they had it. I played at.
When was the last year they had it?
It was 2019.
And then after COVID they just.
And there was also Hope Wellness, which I played at.
Did you apply for this year?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was planning to, and then I realized that like the date was already gone. Like I don't know, like the applications were open for like 3 weeks or a month, and when I realized it was like 2 weeks off. So
yeah, I felt like they were going in a little bit more of a bass music direction. So I just felt like maybe it's better for more bass music there. But yeah, and I played at Vibrancy Fest, which was really cool. Oh yeah,
how was that? Yes,
that was sick because I just played there because I won their contest. Their Next Up that they had that year, where you just submit like like a mix submission, and you tell them about yourself and kind of your story.
Yeah.
And that was cool to win. And because of that, I won like a set there. And it was just, I was at Vibrancy Fest the year before and had a lot of fun. And, you know, to be playing there that year was also just really, really cool. Just to be involved in it in that way. Also, Denny Tenaglia played that year, and I was so excited to see him, man. Like, he's been around for ages. And to be able to see him play in Halifax was, like, not on anyone's
at the
bingo
Lighthouse,
card, I don't think. Like, that's wild. And he was so nice, too. Like, I went up to... So, at one point, like, the whole crew, we were all there the whole time at his set, like, at the rail and super excited. And he played until, like, what, 4:30 or something?
Yeah.
Played a long time. It was awesome. But at one point in the set, like, I'm on the rail, we kind of, like, had a moment of, like, interaction. I can't even remember what happened. He just, like, pointed to me, and I, like, reached back to him or whatever, and then we both did, like, this thing or whatever, and then back to it. And then the next day, he was just hanging out at the stage, and I went over to him. I was just like, hey, and he immediately was like, he looks at his tour manager, he's like, oh my God, do you remember him from last night? And I was like, oh my God, you remember me, that's awesome. But we just chatted, and he's so nice, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool to meet him. I was pretty starstruck, but it's, he's really nice, and I almost forgot to ask him for a photo. It's funny, I was like, well, man, like, after our conversation, I was like, thanks, dude, like, it's really nice to meet you. You know, we all love that you're here, and dude, I hope you have fun the rest of the time. And he's like, oh, wait, do you want a picture? And I was like, yes, absolutely, yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, now I think now, like, you guys, Carlos, well, Will and Driven, like Will and
Adam,
Adam, like, they have a little love story with him now. Every time they go to Montreal, they're like, oh, like, Danny, wish you were here or something like that.
I got to see him I want to go to Stereo and see him, because I've been to Stereo now, which is, have you been to Stereo?
Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
I've been to Stereo Bar.
Okay.
Not
Yeah, Stereo, I haven't been to Stereo Bar, but dude, yeah, I had my first Stereo experience. I've heard about Stereo since I was like 16.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's so cool.
Yeah, like,
the sound in there is insane.
All the music there is insane.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like,
the artists they book, like, top notch, and the crowd was really, like, good and mature when we were there, and yeah, it just seemed like a generally pretty respectful place.
Yeah, I feel like in general, Montreal music culture, it's really mature in, like, a way that, like, they know what's up with the music. They know, like, we have the underground scene here, we have, like, the mainstream, but, like, they are all so respectful in a way that it's not, like, I love partying in Montreal.
Yeah,
like,
I do too. Well, you played at Motel Motel, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that was so fun. I was down in Montreal with Big S.
Yeah.
And shout out to Big S.
Shout out Sam.
And he got a gig there, and I down the street I was going to a Chris Lake show.
Yeah.
And I had his phone for some reason. I had to get his phone back to him, so I go to Motel Motel. The line's long, but I tell, like, the bouncer, like, this is the DJ's phone. I just need to give it to him. He was like, yep, okay. And when I got in there, it was so cramped. Yeah. It's a really small space. It's so cool, though. Like, I like the size of it. I like small spaces. I like small clubs more than bigger clubs for sure. But, oh my gosh, it was like fire hazard and a half. But it was so fun, honestly.
No, it was really fun. Like, we had so much fun last time that we were there. Like, definitely, like, I will love to go back at some point and play there. Yeah, it's so intimate having to play in, like, a small space where, like, it feels just like a small kind of, like, house party, and everyone is just, like, dancing and vibing. Yeah, I love those kind of, like, environments, because I don't know, whenever, like, you're, like, in a big place, I feel like you lose connection with the crowd in a way.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that at New City Gas. Have you ever been there?
I never been there.
It's just like it's a giant place. Like, it looks like a warehouse. I think it was an old church at one point, but it's huge, and there's less intimacy, 100%, between the artist and the group. It kind of feels like a festival almost. Yeah. But smaller places like that, and like in Ottawa, I went to this place called City at Night.
Okay.
And I saw Mala play there, and when I got in the club, I was like, oh my gosh, I get to see Mala in this room? Like, I'm gonna get so close to him. That's so sick.
Yeah.
And because it was tiny too, right? And yeah, that's when I just started liking smaller spaces more than bigger spaces. You get it's a different energy.
It's a different energy totally. Like not too long ago, probably 3 years ago, or maybe 4 years ago. No, 3 years ago. I was in Toronto, and one of my friends, she invited us to a private event with Chris Lake, and bro, like we were literally, like I was beside Chris Lake, and it was maybe 100 people or capacity,
Really?
like the venue. It was in a rooftop in a hotel in Toronto.
Damn.
And Chris Lake was just there, like hanging out, and then just
That's so sick. When was that?
3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, like it was really cool. Like I didn't like I love like I don't know how to say it. Like I like Chris Lake, but I don't really listen a lot of his music. But I know that he's a legend and stuff. And my friend was like, "Hey, you guys want to come to Chris Lake?" Like, sure, yeah, why not? And then like he's walking around, and my friend's like, "Oh my god, that's Chris Lake, that's Chris Lake." And then like we ended up just chatting with him at the bar. Like super nice guy.
Really?
Yeah, like it was really random party. Like to be honest,
I would have been just like your friend. I would have been like, I'm a huge Chris Lake fan. I bought his album vinyl and the shirt that came with it. And,
yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He's been in the game for so long, and all the music he puts out, like it's really good. But yeah, it's just. But going back to you, the festivals and what has been your favorite, like your top 3 gigs that you had?
Oh man. Well, one definitely notable one is when I played at Future Force in 2023.
Okay.
I played at like I think it was like 2:30 a.m. to like 3:45.
Okay.
And it was raining hard.
Sorry, which one did you say? Future Force?
Yeah, Future Force. Yeah. And so Nostalgics was playing.
Okay.
And then Troy went on right after. Shout out Troy Power. And then me, and it had rained like kind of beginning of Troy's set, I believe, was when the rain kind of started, and I was, for most of the time, I was kind of behind the stage, like under the little tent that they had there, just trying to stay dry and kind of keep warm. But and I wasn't really expecting there to be anyone there by the time I went on, because the headliners are now off and it's raining and it's cold. Yeah. But there was still a ton of people when I went on, to my surprise, and that was really cool. And they all stayed there. And the people that were there were really like vibing out and going hard, and despite the weather, and that was just so nice. And it was nice to play at a time like that too. The music was really loud, and it was the first time I played like a night slot like that at a festival. So yeah, that was just so much fun, and that's definitely notable. Another, I mean, that first time I played a Future Force is definitely memorable. It was just fun. Well, one that was really fun too was when me and DJ Big S were playing at Tide and Bore in Moncton. Yeah. On the last, I believe it was the last day of the YQM festival. And so we were playing this like YQM after party. And YQM is a country festival, right? So didn't really know what to expect. And weren't sure how receptive people would be to like going from country music to an EDM show. But holy shit, dude, there was like, it was packed. It sold out. There was people like just like sardines, you know what I mean? Just like,
you guys were at the pub or like
no, we were in the ballroom.
Oh shit, yeah.
It was packed. People had like their cowboy hats on and stuff, but we're still going hard. And oh my gosh, like that was so fun. Yeah. People were just, loving life, and felt like at a certain point I could honestly play anything. And that was really fun. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, like it's and then honestly, the first time I played at Baba's here was, I think about it a lot. Yeah, it was like technically my first headline show. Yeah. But it was also a venue that, like, even though it's a small place, I've always known about it, and I've always seen pictures, and it always looks like a really fun time. And like I was just saying about how I like the vibe of smaller places, that place's size is kind of I love it. It feels very boiler room-ish at a certain point.
Exactly, because you can have the people in the back on your sides, and
Yeah.
like the sound there, it's good. Talking about sound, I need to go pick up a sub tonight. So remember,
You got a sub tonight?
No, I need to pick up a sub, like because it's always nice to have a little more of bass.
Oh
you
yeah,
know? So
a little bass,
for
a little
the show
extra
tonight.
never hurts.
So yeah, what's your creative process? Let's go there. So for your sets, how do you create your set? Like where you grab influence or like
For like a DJ set?
Yeah, for a DJ set.
I don't really plan sets. Like I just usually at this point in time it'll just come down to the night before.
Yeah.
I'll open up like I did this morning.
Yeah.
I opened up Record Box and I had a folder that I've been making all week just full of music that I've been really digging and stuff that I feel like I'd like to play, and I kind of built it all week, but then this morning I kind of just added some more last minute stuff to it, understanding that this is probably the last time I'm going to touch it before I move on.
Yeah.
And then export, ready to go. We'll show up to the club, see what the vibes are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like that's how I usually do it. Just like open a playlist, throw music that I feel like it's gonna be indicated like good for the time slot and for the night, and then just kind of like I always try to pick a few opening tracks just in case, and then just a few closing tracks just in case, and then like we'll see where the night takes me takes us, because like you never know where it's gonna be at the end of the night. But
there was a time when I did plan sets, but I found that more often than not, even when I would plan a set, I would go with the flow of what I was planning for like 2 tracks, and then I would just start doing my own thing. So that's kind of why I stopped doing it. But it's always more fun to just play on the fly.
Yeah, exactly. But like also, it's like, for example, whenever I have like a big show or like a show in another city or stuff, like I get kind of like, okay, like I want to be prepared. So I kind of like make a set in a way that like if I follow it, everything's gonna work in a way. But I also don't follow it. But like I have my safety net in case, you know.
And that's a good idea too. For
so
sure.
Just
I do that as well.
Do you mix a lot in key or?
Sometimes yes, but also I don't mix in key if I really just want to play this song next. You know? Like
you find a way to just put it in.
Sometimes I'll organize my crates in key. Just because it's more helpful, and you know, it definitely just sounds more pleasant when you mix in key, of course. But it's not always necessary, I find. Depending on the crowd. Yeah, exactly. Just depending on how the night is going. Maybe like you find a song and you're like, oh yeah, like this song can go really good right now, and even if it's not in key, you just put it in. The crowd will love it. You know, it's like Exactly.
So we went already for your creative process for selecting tracks and stuff, and for DJ. Where do you grab inspiration for making music? Like who are your best, like your top artists where like influence your sound?
Producers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm wearing a Hellbent shirt, so Clooney, 100%. I love Clooney. Love Chris Lake, like I was just saying earlier. Like Hellbent and Chris Lake's label Black Book are probably like my 2 favorite labels.
Okay.
I just love all the music they put out, but I honestly get a lot of inspiration from smaller producers who are on the come up. Like Jake Blue is an insane producer who makes wild tech house with just monster percussion, and but also it's all the shit he makes is super smooth at the same time. And then there's artists like another artist, Chan, who's from Cincinnati. He makes like just the most playable tech house that I've like ever heard. You know what I mean? It's so DJ friendly and so well produced, and it doesn't have more or less of what it needs, track by track. So I get inspired a lot from works like theirs, because they get support like crazy as well. Like Clooney plays a lot of Jake Blues tracks, and Chan gets a lot of support as well. But they're just 2 examples, but I really like to dive into the underground and see who, like, what other producers are offering, at like my level, or a little bit higher, a little bit lower, because music making nowadays is more accessible than ever.
I know.
And
it's good, but at the same time it's kind of scary. You know? Like, what are your thoughts about AI? Do you use AI to make music?
No. I had a track that came out that I made with Free Will called Big Bags that has this vocal on it that was sung, and then AI was used to make it sound like Drake.
Okay.
And it sounds just like Drake, honestly.
Yeah.
It's and like it says it was made by AI, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't. When it comes to like AI and music, I don't know, man. Like I don't really have too much of an opinion. Because
I
sure,
think it's a good tool.
It can be a good tool. There's like I can definitely think of ways where it could benefit us, but also like, at what point is it just going to become like, click the button, it makes music. Now there's no longer any need for us.
Yeah. I think that's where like the creativity is gonna come, like, because the computer is never gonna be able to make music as a human can. Like, even I don't know, like, it just, there's, I don't know, it's a different perspective that a computer will have. Like, I don't know, for if you put a AI machine to paint or to do anything, yes, it's gonna look cool and everything, but like if you put a human make the same paint, it's gonna be completely different. And like, I don't know, it's a really weird topic to discuss, kind of, but like,
it's either gonna take over or it isn't.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna take over, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be like Yo Robot, like Will Smith running from the robots at some point.
Yeah, and I just honestly, man, I just try not to overthink about it. Let's just enjoy the
Yeah.
times while we're still making music, and because I don't know, dude, like it's just a whole lot of what ifs, and I don't know what'll happen.
What are your thoughts about having all these memberships for, like, once that you release music or like are producing? What are your thoughts about, like, okay, now you have track, what's the name? Track Stack? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Track Stack. Then like I have a membership for like Hyper Edit or something
Hype
like
Edit,
that.
yeah.
And then like, what's your thoughts about that? Do you think it's worth paying them, or?
I mean, the tools that they set you up with are great.
Yeah.
Like I just started putting out free downloads on my SoundCloud of like bootlegs that I make, and I use Hype Edit as like a download gate for that. And what I like about it is, like before you download, you gotta check out my playlist, or you don't really have to follow me on Instagram, but it's there. And it's just like a way to promote yourself, and like at the end of the day, you do have to repost the track and like it.
Yeah.
So that'll just make it more visible for others. And for that reason, like I think Hype Edit's great.
Yeah.
Track Stack I don't pay for, so I wouldn't really know tons about how it works when you are paying for it. But
you can have a free account.
Yeah, like my account is just because I just use it to submit demos.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have to pay for it.
I thought that even just to submit demos, you needed to pay.
No,
Okay.
I don't believe so. I'm like almost 100%
Okay,
sure now.
I'm gonna check that out then.
Yeah.
Because like, I know Labeled Radar and like
I'm almost
other
positive you
stuff,
don't though.
like
but-
you have to pay to be able to send it to the labels, and it just adds up. Like at the end of the day, you're paying, like at the end of the month, you're paying over $100 in just subscriptions. I mean, it's a good investment for sure in your career and stuff, because they are here to help you. But like also, I don't know, I want to hear your thoughts about that situation.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a label owner and you're using Track Stack to
I think
do your demos, I think that's great. Like, I don't know how much it costs for a label owner or just for an individual membership, but it seems like it's just a really convenient and organized way to manage your demos.
Yeah.
And because when labels were just doing email, a lot of those, and depending on the size of the label, a lot of the demo inboxes just wouldn't be monitored. Because, you think about, like, Ausla, and they had, like, a side label called Nest.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure at one point they had did they? I don't know. But, like, thinking about a label that size, right? If they have a demo email, there's going to be, like, 10,000 shit tracks being sent in for one decent one. And nobody has time to indulge that at a label of that size.
Yeah.
So the fact that Track Stack was created and how convenient it's made the demo reviewing process.
How that works?
I'm pretty sure it works like it's just like an inbox, but it's just something that you can monitor and you can kind of quickly say yes or no after listening to it, and it's just another place for your demos to go.
Okay, that's good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, And that's how you got your demos to the big artist,
Yeah, well, the big artists like
Martin Garrix.
in Martin Garrix I didn't send him anything.
Uh.
He just played it. But the track that he played out, I released with Black Hole Recordings on their sub-label, Force of Habit.
Okay.
And Black Hole Recordings was founded in the 90s by Tiesto.
Okay.
And he ended up leaving Black Hole in like 2008 or whatever to start Musical Freedom.
Okay.
It was amicable from what I know, but they still hold their name and everything, and DJs know them, so they must have Martin Garrix on their promo list.
Yeah.
And just magically, like, that was the 10th track of release with Black Hole Recordings, by the way.
Nice.
He hasn't played any of the other 9 ones I put out, but I think magically he listened to this one, decided it was good enough, and played it out. And honestly, that shocked me. The fact that he played that track out was vibe.
How do you realize that he played it?
Because it was actually Mikey Mack, who you just had on the podcast. Shout out to Mikey Mack.
Shout
but
out, Mikey.
he DM'd me one day when I was at work, and he just sent me like a screenshot of the track list, because he listens to the Martin Garrix show every week, and he was like, "Dude, he played your song." And I was like, "No, he didn't." I was like, "No, he didn't." And then it's like, lo and behold, yeah, he did, and that was just nuts. He played it like it was like the first song in the second half of the show.
Do you notice a big change in that song and specific, like after he played it, the numbers went up in that song, or just?
Honestly, not really.
No?
Like a little.
Yeah.
Just a little. But that song, like, it has like, I don't know, like 5,000-ish streams right now on Spotify at least. So it didn't necessarily make it blow up.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it happened.
It happened. And
yeah.
like,
it's a nice one for the scrapbook.
Exactly. Yes. So in the last release that we had, like that you had in the label with Guest List, how do you got into the Zara playlist? Like you
my god, I don't even know if that's a real Zara playlist or not.
Well, it has like a lot of listeners.
Yeah, it does.
It has a Zara logo
on it. So yeah, no, like I don't know. And honestly, man, I have no idea.
You just like
it just happens.
Yeah.
But there are websites like Submit Hub, where they're websites that allow playlist curators to connect. Well, more so artists to connect with playlist curators and influencers as well on like TikTok and stuff.
Right.
Where you can, like, you find creators or people who own blogs or Spotify playlists, and you can just, it's a database where you can send them your music for consideration, and they'll either play it if they like it or they won't. Like, they'll put it in their playlist if they like it, or they won't and they'll tell you why.
Yeah.
And I like it. You know, I think it's nice. It's beforehand.
It helps.
Yeah, it helps. Beforehand, like, I just had like a spreadsheet, like a Google sheet of like, in contact information of people who owned big playlists.
Yeah.
And would just send emails, like email blast, which took a long time. I wouldn't really want to just bulk email send, because that just comes off as insincere, I find. So I would just send like one email at a time, and I wouldn't send the exact same copy paste like email body and stuff, because it would just take a long time though.
Yeah.
So Submit Hub is nice, like, and I'm sure there's other sources like Submit Hub, but Submit Hub is really the only one.
Do you need to pay a membership there, or?
You pay for credits.
Okay.
So it's like, say like you pay like $30 or $20 for 30 credits or something, and then
every submission it's credit, or
every submission it's like 1 to 4 credits, just depending on like how big a playlist they have and whatnot. But it's cool.
Yeah,
It's,
I mean,
kind of reminds me of TrackStack in a way, just different.
Yeah.
But it's just another way to make reaching out to curators simpler.
Yeah, like Label Radar is kind of the same thing, kind of like, and you have credits and blah, blah, blah.
Quite honestly, like, I think some of the people on Submit Hub have multiple playlists.
Yeah.
That Zara one could have been somebody I sent it to on there. I might have to just go look at that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So but did you? Okay. Wait. So You said you had another release coming soon, no?
Yeah, another EP.
What one's that?
On House of Hustle, it's coming out on February 6th.
February, yes, February.
So, yeah, dude, that one's 2 tracks. A side is one that I made myself called Ready Steady.
Yeah.
The second one on the B side is a collab with Mike Dices. Shout out to you, Mike. Called Straight Rider.
Okay.
And it's more of a Straight Rider is more of like a kind of Ibiza vibe, sort of almost minimal but more so tech house track.
Yeah.
And then Ready Steady is more of just like a kind of tech house leaning in. It's pretty EDM-y.
Yeah.
In compared to the B side, but I like them paired together, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing, bro. So, do you have anything that you want to share? Any more? Your socials?
Oh yeah. Follow me on like every social media at Definitely Atticus.
Definitely. That's a cool name, man. I didn't know like that was your actual name.
Definitely Atticus. Oh yeah, it's definitely my name.
Atticus. Anything else? Any shows? Upcoming shows? More releases?
Baba's tonight.
What can we expect from you tonight?
Everything.
Everything. Okay, so we're gonna have some Christmas music tonight.
Christmas music. I got a little opera we're gonna do.
Perfect.
Some jazz maybe at the end. Expect anything and everything.
That's perfect, bro. That's why you are here, to bring everything you have. So yeah, no more shows, announcements for shows, music.
No, it's all locked away right now.
Locked away,
but,
okay.
There's more that's gonna happen, and the course of the year, for sure.
It's coming, guys. You just have to wait. I'm gonna tag your Instagram somewhere around in the YouTube, so people can follow you, bro. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me, dude. It's been a pleasure.